So when's the right time to run ads to your small business? When I'm working with clients, I tell them, you should at least be in business for a year. You should have actual revenue coming into your business. You should know your stats. You should have money coming in, and you should kind of have a good idea of what you're bringing month over month before I would even start with paid advertising at all. I feel like a lot of times people want to jump right into running ads, and they don't really even have their business up and running properly before it's the right time to do it. So for sure, make sure that you're making some money and you have been in business for at least some amount of time and you do know some stats. And I would say, honestly, in the beginning, the first 3 months of your budget, I would be willing to lose that money. If everything's set up correctly, you're not gonna lose that 100%, but you should be willing to at least give up that first 3 months of your actual budget. Now, it really depends on what you wanna do when I would say it's the best time to start running ads. Honestly, the best way to start running ads is if you have some type of email system, some type of lead generate, some type of way to follow up with people. It is a lot cheaper to run ads for qualified leads, and qualified leads are just people who are actually interested in your product, to get them to sign up, to get them to say, hey, I'm interested in your product. I would say for sure it's much easier and cheaper to get people to say that they're interested and to get them more exposed to your brand versus to, for the very first time, someone who's never seen your brand at all, to see it, see the ad, click on it, and then buy. That's gonna be a much harder sell. It's a much easier sell to get people to opt in and then to buy your product. So if you don't have any other elements of digital marketing set up, I would say it's gonna be a harder sell for sure. Not necessarily saying it's impossible, because for certain type of products. Now let's say, for example, you are a much bigger business and you sell laptops or you sell tablets or something like that. For them, it could be much easier, especially if you sell one that is a well-known product or well-known brand, something that people are already gonna be looking up. People are going to be in the market for. People are gonna want it. Let's say Walmart, for example. If they're gonna be selling a Lenovo laptop and they have the best price, they can 100% run an ad saying, hey, this is the product, this is the price. Very simple transaction, very simple, something like that. But if you're much smaller and you're selling something that people don't know that they need, it's gonna be harder for them to click on your ad for the very first time before even seeing your product, your brand. They don't know anything about you. For them to going from that moment to buying, it's gonna be a lot harder for them to do that. So I would say the best time to start running online paid advertising is to make sure that you have your other elements of your digital marketing plan set up, that you've been in business for a while, that you have some money and some willingness to be able to spend money to get results. So I would say, so once you've been in business for a while, you have some revenue coming in, you have a good idea where people are coming from, people are actually buying your product themselves, you have some budget that you want to actually put towards this campaign, and I would say for the first 3 months, you're willing to really test out different ads and different campaigns. You're really willing to actually give it a good amount of testing space, and you have some type of lead generate follow-up system. So if people opt in to your brand and they raise their hand, they say, hey, I'm interested, you have some way of following up with them, then I would say it's 100% time you can start running some ads. And then I would say it depends on a couple key factors onto which platform I would run ads on. Check out this video right here, is where I break down what you should be looking for when you're really trying to figure out what advertising platforms you should be running ads for your business. Check this video out. See you guys in the next one.